Good morning, friends. Today we are going to perform a demonstration of a practical which is separation of chloroplast pigments by paper chromatography method. These are requirements of the practical. We have to take spinach powder, but here we have taken the tender leaves of Pongamia. This is Martin and Piston. We have to add calcium carbonate during crushing process, but here we are adding some fine particles of sand. This is petroleum ether. This is the separating funnel. This is ethyl alcohol and this is acetone. For separation process we require chromatographic paper. I have cutted that paper in the form of strip like this. For actual performance of chromatography we could require chromatographic chamber, but here at laboratory level we are using this large size test tube as a chromatographic chamber. So this is all about the requirement of the practical, which is separation of chloroplast pigment by paper chromatography method. Here our renowned personality Mr. Anandji is preparing leaves of Pongamia for the crushing purpose. So crushing process has been started by adding 25 ml of absolute alcohol in it. Now we are adding some fine sand particle to make this crushing process more effective. See the change of crushing process sound. Now we are adding some calcium carbonate as per the protocol. Again we are adding 25 ml of alcohol to make crushing process more efficient and smooth. Now we are preparing to separate the solution with the help of muslin cloth. So whole green part of the leaves has been completely drained out after doing the muslin cloth procedure. Now it's time to use the separating funnel. We are adding the filtered solution of chlorophyll inside a separating funnel. We are preparing 25 ml petroleum ether to add into the separating funnel as per the protocol. Now to separate the layers, we could perform the practice like this for the separation of aqueous layer and the separation of the alcoholic layer. See, the alcoholic layer is separating from aqueous layer above the solution. To wash this solution with the help of a distilled water 5 to 6 times. Here we are separating the aqueous solution which contain only watery medium from the rest of the solution. You can directly see here there is development of the alcoholic layer of petroleum ether in which all the pigments are in solubilized form, and slowly the aqueous layer, which we don't want here right now, is coming out of separating funnel like this. As per the protocol, we must repeat this process 5 to 7 times for complete washing of our solution with the help of water, and all the required pigments will be remain in a solubilized form in a alcoholic layer. While performing this step, we must take care that the layer this layer should not come out of separating funnel at any cost, because this layer contain our pigment. So this is very critical. As per the protocol, we must repeat this process 5 to 7 times for complete washing of our solution with the help of water, and all the required pigments will be remain in a solubilized form in a alcoholic layer. While performing this step, we must take care that this layer should not come out of separating funnel at any cost, because this layer contain our pigment. So this is very critical step. So this is the final washing step. You can see here the water which is coming out from separating funnel now more white in color as compared to previous wash. So this suggests that this is a clear-cut evidence that our washing process is over right now. Now we are separating the pigment layer which is soluble in the petroleum ether from the upper side of separating funnel. This is very crucial and critical step. Intense care should be taken that we must avoid the aqueous layer to come out. See here, this is the original solution in which our pigments are present right now. It's a dark green in color, very beautiful for our eyesight. See how much concentration is required on our RNG is paying for the separation of the layer. Now our solution is ready for further chromatographic treatment. Immediately cover the test tube with a carburetor, because petroleum ether is highly volatile and the solution may get dried. Now we are preparing the filter, Whatman filter paper for the chromatography procedure. We are cutting the Whatman filter paper from one side for the efficient separation of pigments with the help of chromatography. We are taking the solution inside a capillary tube and mounting it on pencil. Chromatographic paper, mounting a drop on already marked area with the help of capillary. Here, after adding one drop, we must let it dry for a minute, and again 4 to 5 drops should be added at this particular point on chromatographic paper. Meanwhile, we are preparing for the running solvent, in which acetone and petroleum ether with the ratio 9:1 has been taken, and now we are adding into a separating chamber in the form of a test tube at laboratory level. It is also called as chromatographic chamber. Here care should be taken that the tip of chromatographic paper should be touched very lightly on the surface of separating solution inside a chromatographic chamber. Our spotted area should not be dipped inside the separating net. Now you can see here the pigments are moving from baseline upward with the help of the separating solution with the help of capillary action. Now separating process has been started. You can see now pigments with the help of running solvents are moving upward direction with the help of capillary action. After some time it will reach up to this level, a certain length on the chromatographic paper. The movement becomes very slow, but you can see the color are separating from each other. and nothing left on the feeding point here. There is nothing here. We have feeded here initially, but now there is nothing left here, and now colors are moving from one place to another. Slowly take out the chromatographic strip, separate it from rest of the things. You can see here, this was the feeding point, and these are the colors separated from the solution. This is the solvent front, this is the carotene, which is orange in color, this is the yellowish color xanthophyll, this is chlorophyll A, and the yellowish green, that is chlorophyll B. You can see the difference. This is blue green in color, and this is yellowish green in color. This is what our separation with the help of chromatographic. Now another point that you should note here, we must do the separation process and calculate the observation with the help of RFL. The chloroplast pigments are separated in 4 color bands: chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, xanthophyll and carotenates. And we must measure the total solvent front here. So the separating solvent should come at this level. So we must measure with the help of simple measuring scale and calculate the RF value of every color by using this formula: the pigment name and distance traveled by the solute and distance traveled by the solvent. So solute is pigment here. So every time for chlorophyll A, for chlorophyll B, and for xanthophyll and carotene, we must calculate the RF value at the end of the practical in the form of calculation. And you must staple this chromatographic paper on the blank side of your record book for the further reference. Look at the beautiful colors that are developed because of the chromatography. So this is all about the practical of the separation of chlorophyll pigment with the help of chromatographic technique. Thank you so much.